Rishi Sunak confirmed yesterday that the strikes against Yemen and the Houthis was intended as a limited strike with, I think, frankly, limited effect. But the problem is targeted action, which is backed by Labour, by the way, and underpins what is called a clear strategy, might account for what happens, might account for the planning from the US and the UK, but cannot account for the response from Yemen by the Houthis. Or Houthis. I'm never quite sure whether there should be a T or a TH pronounced there. And at the moment, they are spitting blood. And yesterday there was a missile attack on a US ship carrying cargo. Apparently, it wasn't badly damaged, but it was a missile. Why would shipping want to venture into the Red Sea now and run the risk of being hit by stray missiles? And it beggars belief that this is supposed to be helping, sending signals, trying to pout and maintain some sort of deterrence. The only deterrence is some sort of defensive shield, not unlike the system used to protect Israel, and that, of course, as we know, is not foolproof. Sending missiles into countries willy-nilly, particularly when the government is dealing with guerrilla forces, is not a recipe for success. In fact, it's a recruiting sergeant for more guerrilla troops. That, I think, is the sad reality of the Israeli offensive against Hamas in Gaza. Three hostages produced yesterday, apparently killed by Israeli airstrikes. The Israelis say that isn't possible, that isn't true. We didn't strike those buildings. That may well be the case, but the reality is there are 3 dead hostages. The missile attacks, the ground offensive, was not a way, or is not a way, to ensure the release of the hostages. I don't think it's a way to ensure the defeat of Hamas. It's a recruiting sergeant for a terror organization, for a guerrilla warfare. It's a recruiting sergeant for the enemy, and a very effective one. Israel has proven you cannot be fast enough, you cannot be decisive enough, you cannot be effective in the period of time available. So a few salvos of missiles into Yemen is hardly going to be helpful. In fact, is more likely to be unhelpful. Mr. Sunak's concerns that the Houthi attacks push up prices, imperil the passage of goods, foods and medicines that the British people and others rely on. Yeah, absolutely true. But that's the nature of terrorism. That's the nature of guerrilla warfare. And frankly, we wrote the book, didn't we? I think the 7 Pillars of Wisdom is almost a textbook of what the Houthis are doing and what Hamas has done. So we should learn from past masters, and we should recognize who has the power here. The power is with the guerrillas, and fighting a guerrilla war in a conventional way is not necessarily going to yield success.